So today, kindergarten, we are going to start our Go Away Big Green Monster collage. So previously I read you the story Go Away Big Green Monster, and so now we're going to make a picture to go along with that story. We're going to make our own, very own Big Green Monster. So the way that you start this is you're going to start with a large square paper, and you're going to need to write your name. And then you need to write the day you have art. Is it day A? Then write the letter A. If it's day B, write the letter B. Day C, write the letter C. You're going to flip it over, and then you're going to use the circle pattern that I give you to put right in the middle of the white paper and trace around that circle pattern. Once you trace around the circle pattern, then we're going to paint the circle with green. I'm probably going to give you green in little egg trays, but for the video here, I just did it on a piece of paper or a plate. So I want you to take the green and I want you to paint right up against the edge of your pencil lines, right up against the edge of that circle. Pull your paintbrush. Remember, if you push your paintbrush away from you, it makes a really bad, messy line. You want to always pull your paintbrush towards you. Or just at least pull your paintbrush, maybe not toward you. Maybe you're pulling it away from you like this, but you're certainly not pushing it. So you want to pull it. I like to paint the outer edge of my circle first and then fill in the inside. So you might find that that's helpful if you kind of just go around the circle very carefully, fill in, and then you can come through and paint in the rest of the circle very carefully. Now we're using liquid tempera, so you don't want to put it on super thick or it'll crack off your paper and it'll dry and just crack and flake off. So you want to paint it and then be done with it. So this is going to be the first day. So once you're done painting, it goes on the drying rack and we have to wait for the paint to dry. Finally, the next class, when you get your paper back, the paint will be dry. So you'll be ready to start to create your Big Green Monster's face. So we're going to start with the nose. So you're going to get a bluish greenish paper. Remember in the story he had a bluish greenish nose. So you're going to get a bluish greenish paper and you're going to need to fold it in half long ways like a skinny hot dog bun. Then I want you to hold it with the fold where you creased it. Hold that at the bottom with the hand that you don't hold your scissors with. And then pick up your scissors with your other hand. And you're going to hold it at the bottom with the opening at the top, and you're going to start at the bottom of the paper where it's folded, and you're going to cut up, go around your fingers and your thumbs, and then you're going to come back down. And I like to just turn my paper so I don't have to turn my scissors back down. But you're going to cut up and around your fingers. When you open it up, you'll have a nice long nose. If you do it backwards, if you take your paper and you fold it in half, and instead of holding the fold here and the opening at the top, and you hold the opening, when you cut, you're going to get two pieces. And that's okay if you get two pieces. When you glue your nose down, you're going to glue the two pieces together right in the middle of the face. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my nose down. I want you to do a frame of glue, not just a dot of glue in the middle. And I want you to glue the nose down right in the middle of your circle. Now you're going to do your mouth. And you're going to do your mouth very similar to the way you did your nose. You're going to fold the mouth paper in half this way though, like a hot dog hamburger, not long and skinny like a hot dog. And again, you're going to hold the paper where the fold is and the opening's up at the top. You're going to pick up your pencil, your scissors, and you're going to cut up and around and back down and around your fingers so that when you open it up, you get one piece. If you do it backwards, if you take the red paper, fold it in half like a hamburger, and instead of holding it with the fold at the bottom and the opening at the top, you hold it with the opening at the bottom and the fold at the top. When you cut, just like before, you're going to end up with two pieces. And that's okay. Put the two straight sides together right down here and glue them down. It looks like my mouth is a little too big, so I'm going to peel my nose off and scoot it up a little bit. And then I'm going to glue my mouth right over that glue mess. So frame of glue, glue it right over the glue mess. Alright, so now I'm ready for my teeth, my sharp white teeth. So you're going to take a white piece of paper and I want you to draw a big zigzag. that starts at the bottom and goes up and touches the top of the paper, then goes back down and touches the bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. And those teeth seem really big for this mouth. So I'm going to, when I cut these teeth out, I'm going to have to make them a little bit smaller. So when you cut your teeth out, you cut on those pencil lines. And these teeth are much too big for my mouth. So I'm going to take them and put them on top of each other. Like this, stack them all up, and I'm going to cut and make them just a little bit smaller. And that's probably better. So now I'm going to put a dot of glue on each tooth and glue those down. Looks like I can only fit 3 teeth in his mouth. Maybe you can fit more teeth, or maybe you can only fit 1 tooth. But you decide. But remember, he has sharp white teeth. Then I'm going to give you the eyes. You're going to start with 2 big white circles. Put a dot of glue on each side of the nose and glue the eyes on. I think I'm going to have the eyes overlap the nose since the eyes are so big. And then put a dot of glue in the middle of each white circle. And I'll give you a yellow circle to go in the middle. And then we need ears, blue squiggly ears. So you're going to take your blue paper and you're going to fold it in half. And you're going to cut a hill out. And this time I'm going to hold my paper upside down. So remember previously with the nose and the mouth, we pinched at the fold and held the opening up at the top. I'm going to flip it around and hold the opening at the bottom. And I'm going to cut out 2 hills. So this time I want it in 2 pieces because I want 2 ears. And here are the ears, and you put the straight parts of the ears against the face. You don't glue the curved parts like this. So I'm going to put a dot of glue on the side of the face and glue the ears on. And then we need to add the purple squiggly hair. Now, we're going to tear it so it's squiggly and it's rough around the edges. We're going to tear our paper. And I want you to tear short ways, so I want you to tear this way. And a lot of people get frustrated with tearing and they say, I can't tear, it's too hard, I'm only getting tiny little pieces. If you only get tiny little pieces, that's okay. But hopefully you can tear into longer pieces. I don't want you to tear this way. Now, if you tear into tiny pieces like this, that's okay, you can glue that down as your hair. But if you're able to tear pieces into strips, that's wonderful. Remember to pinch when you're tearing, pinch the paper, pull it down a little bit and stop. Move your hand down, pull a little bit more and stop. Move your hand down and pull the rest of it. And tear it into strips. And again, if you have pieces, that's okay, you'll glue the pieces on and that'll be your purple squiggly hair. Then from one ear to the other ear, I want you to draw a line of glue. From one ear to the other ear, draw a line of glue, and then take your purple squiggly hair and squish it, push it down into this glue so it stays stuck. So you don't need to put glue on each piece of hair, so this saves you a lot of time. You just push this down into the glue line, and it'll save you a lot of time than trying to put glue on each piece of purple hair. I ran out of purple over here, so I'm going to add the little squigglies over here. And that's okay. And then the very last thing, either you'll do it or I might do it if we don't have time. If we run out of time during art, I'll just go ahead and add the black dots to the eyes. But if we have time for you to do it, you're going to add 2 black dots. One in one eye and one in the other. And they don't have to be in the same spot. But on the yellow, you're going to add 2 black dots. And then you have finished your Go Away Big Green Monster